Hi, I am Jessica from the Twins Titillating Tales podcast 3T, and with my best friend Jessie and sometimes researcher Jess, we are going to be telling you tales about murder, mayhem, conspiracies, aliens, ghosts, what have you. Now, if you have a tale that you'd like us to tell, send it our way, podcast3t@gmail.com. And we're also on Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, Twitter. I don't really know how to use Twitter or Reddit that well, but we're there. So you can get a hold of us that way. Well, I have you here. I figured I would tell you about my very first paranormal experience. And it's super short and super sweet, and it's what made me a believer today. So when I was about 8 years old, I was mouthy. I'm still mouthy. And I was punished all the time. And I had a really good friend who lived down the street that had a very sick brother. So one day I am in my room, grounded, of course, probably mouthing off or sneaking a snack. Because I was a snack sneaker, just like my kids are. So I'm there in my room, boo-hooing, being mad and pissy and moany. Surprise! It's what I do. I'm just emotional. I'm a Cancer. Very emotional creatures. Anyway, I am sitting there mad and upset, and then all of a sudden I hear this, "Jessica, I love you," from my friend's brother's voice. And it, needless to say, it knocked me out of my mood and my attitude, and I felt really peaceful. But kind of scared, but not in a, oh my God, I'm gonna die, what's happening? And just in a, I don't know what's going on, but I feel okay kind of scared, if that makes sense to you guys. It makes sense to me, but I lived it. So anyway, I found out later, probably the next day, that he had died. And of course, being 8 years old and not having a filter, what time? And found out that it was pretty much exactly at the time that I heard him whisper, "Jessica, I love you," to me. And I knew he was sick. I didn't know that he was on his final days. So it was not expected on my half. Again, I was only 8 years old. And it was a really powerful experience for me. And I just wanted to tell you guys about my first one and why I believe in ghosts. It also helps that I do live in a haunted house, but a Casper type haunted house, not a Amityville type haunted house. I also have a story about me seeing UFOs in the valley. So I'm excited to tell you about those stories and more. And I hope you guys listen up to our podcast, and I can't wait to get going. Mwah.